Mother's Day week. Mother's Day weekend will be here in just a few sleeps. And this weekend comes for a lot of people with a flood of emotions, of joy, of memories, of heartbreak, of loss. And I really felt the Lord gave me a word about the heart of a mom. And I thought about Hannah and how she goes before the Lord and she pleads for a child. But she does something more than that. She doesn't plead for a child just for her own self. She pleads for a child that she can give back to the Lord. This is the heart of a mom. She is so selfless in her actions that she's ready to give this child back to God before she even holds him in her arms herself. So many women have struggled with things from infant loss to infertility, to a difficult pregnancy, to child loss in older years, to a loss of your own mom. There are a lot of things that go into this season. And then there's great moms and great, wonderful grandmothers who pour out a prayer-filled influence over us. But the heart of a mom is not defined by the birth of a child. The heart of a mom is something that God has given women, and they live out this selfless life, pouring out over the people around them. Not just meeting their physical needs, but loving on them in a way that God called a woman to love on those around them. So for some of you, it might be neighbor kids, or children, stepchildren, or those that you've been blessed to adopt. It might be the kids on your kids' high school team, or the students in your classroom. It might even be the people in your workplace. But God's called you to love them differently, to love them in a way that a mom can love. It's an above and beyond, it's an out of the box kind of love. It's not always a logical love, but it is one that comes from the heart of a mom. And it isn't the birth of a child that makes you a mom. God puts you in a position, gives you a strength and a faith, gives you words and actions that are something only He can give you. And you begin to love like Jesus through the heart of a mom. I think of Hannah as she sat in the temple and pled before the Lord for this child, only with the purpose to return this child back to God. And her prayerful heart and her steadfast faith. And she gave Samuel back to God. And the man that Samuel became, the lives that he spoke over, the way God used him, started in the seed from the plead of Hannah's heart. She had no idea. Today, as you wake up and you go through your day, as you prepare into your Mother's Day weekend, women of influence, I celebrate you. As you influence and pour out over the people around you in a godly fashion, in a positive fashion, encouraging and loving beyond your capacity. I thank you and I celebrate you. But as you go into this weekend, I challenge you, regardless of who you are, how old you are, to think of those women who influenced you that way. The women that you knew were praying behind closed doors for your life. Maybe the women that went out of their way to love you abundantly, care for you, whatever it is. Give them a call, write them a note, thank them for what they did. Those are the spiritual mothers in our lives. And we all need spiritual moms in our lives. To all the moms out there, in all the ways that you are a mom, like I said, all the ways that you are a mom, we celebrate you. Happy Mother's Day.